Hello everyone, I am HolyCowlick, and in this video I'm going to be going over the space combat sim controls of the combat sim RTS hybrid indie game Void Destroyer. I do not intend for this video to be a substitute for the in-game tutorial. I think everyone should do it, but if you rush through it, don't know how to read, or just plain and simple don't want to read, well, I'm here for you. Keep in mind that this game is still in development at the time I uploaded this video, and many things, including the controls, are subject to change. So first we have the view keys defaulted to the function keys, those being F1, F2, F3. You don't really use them in other games, but in this game you'll be using it quite a bit, so get used to reaching up there. F1 puts the ship in first person view, F2 puts the ship in third person view or the chase cam, F3 is orbital view, another kind of third person view, with the difference being that the camera moves independently of the ship by right clicking and dragging the mouse. This is not an ideal view for flying the ship, so why is it useful? Well, you can zoom in and out with the mouse wheel and you have more control of the camera. Say you're traveling in a certain direction and don't want your ship to go off course, or watching the AI control your ship in an epic battle. This view is definitely good for those situations. As far as thrusters go, you have 6 directions of movement. W moves you forward, S moves you backwards, A strafes you to the left, and D strafes you to the right. Q moves your ship vertically in the upward direction, and E moves you downward. Pressing Z will roll your ship to the left, and C will roll your ship to the right. Tab will activate the afterburners, which will greatly increase forward acceleration. I primarily use W to propel myself forward, but you do have the option of having the ship automatically maintain a certain speed by using the plus or minus keys. Backspace will set your ship to cruise speed, which is optimized so there is minimum loss of control while turning. This does vary from ship to ship, and backslash resets the speed to 0. You can only do this with smart thrusters on, and any thruster input on your part will override the smart thrusters. Pressing F will deactivate or reactivate your smart thrusters. Smart thrusters make it so that the ship will try to limit its movement to your input by compensating unwanted movement with the other thrusters on the ship. For example, if you press W and release it, the ship will automatically fire the appropriate thrusters to make it stop. With smart thrusters deactivated, it won't, and your ship will be subject to Newtonian physics and will continue to drift off until you hit something or you use your thrusters to change direction. A gravity hop in Void Destroyer is when you use the mass of an object to travel several times your normal speed. To gravity hop, you can cycle through the available targets by pressing G and initialize it by pressing Shift and G together. You can then press Shift and backspace to have the ship auto throttle to the required speed of the hop, but I find it easier to use the afterburners than manually thrust. You can cycle through which friendly ship you are controlling by using V and B, or select one from a list by pressing Enter. You can target the nearest enemy by pressing T. You can also cycle through them by using the brackets or by simply left clicking them. Right click fires the primary weapons and X fires the secondary weapons. If you're in a ship with turrets, they're controlled by the AI in first and third person views. If you want to control the turrets, you can enter turret view, or you have the option of command mode, which will allow you to control the ship and the turrets. So F4 is turret view, where you can control a single turret on the ship. If there is more than one turret on the ship, use F4 to cycle through them. F5 is command mode, which is pretty dynamic. Press F5 to cycle through the different turret groups on the ship. The other turrets that you're not controlling will be taken over by the AI. Since command mode is intended for larger ships, if the ship itself gets in the way, you can use Shift Q or Shift E to move the camera up or down or zoom with the mouse wheel. You can use the thrusters normally, and if you want the ship to follow your mouse, press M to enter mouse maneuver mode. You do have the option of issuing commands. Press 1 to issue a move command, use W, S, Q, and E to position the marker, and left click to confirm the order. Another option is to press 2 and move the image of the ship wherever you want using the default thruster controls, and left click to command the ship to move there. Use 3 to issue a rotate command, since moving by pressing 2 keeps the ship pointed in the same direction. Instead of manually aiming the turrets, you can also use an auto aim of sorts by pressing Shift and A. The turrets are still in your control since you select targets for them, but they now do the aiming on their own. At any time, you can let the quote-unquote crew take control of flying your ship by pressing F6. If you are in turret view or command mode, you still control the turret or turrets you have selected, so this is perfect for people who want to play the role of a gunner exclusively. You can also press pause to slow down time. I didn't even know that this was on a keyboard, as I've never used it in any game or application. It's located next to print screen and scroll lock. And that is all, I believe, so if you like this video, remember to like it and subscribe. If not, feel free to dislike it, I won't hate you. But either way, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.